Hey everyone, it's been a very long time. Before I get started, this is my OC Owen that I'm drawing on the screen right now, and if you like him, you can see more pictures of him on my Instagram. But today I'm just going to do a little story time thing, but beware because it's really sad and lame. When I graduated high school, I started writing a comic. I didn't have any friends. Me and all my friends, we graduated. Me and all of my 4 friends. And when I graduated, I was in a very weird, sad place because I had just lost my best friend because she was like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore because you're too depressing. Like, okay, sorry, you didn't even try to help. Anyway, yeah, so after that, it was really bad. So I was like, frick this, peace out, I'm gonna do a comic. So I did that. So the comic, first of all, is called Tan and Tanner. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know why it's called that. I've kind of addressed it a couple times, but whatever, no one listens to me anyway. It was basically about high school and all the shits that happen in high school, or just like in life in general. But yeah, that's all I did the entire summer, comic and crying. Not really, I don't even remember anymore. I obviously blocked it out. Then, newsflash, I went to college. So this was my first time being away from home. I moved an hour away, and it was really sad because it's not like I could bring any of my friends with me. It was stinky. I had this roommate, which we will call Blue, because all of the decor they brought into our dorm was like a teal color. Anyway, so Blue and I didn't really get along. I really tried my best. Like, me being an extremely shy person, like, I cannot fathom, even myself, how disgustingly shy I am. This one time I asked Blue, like, hey, I'm going to the convenience store. Do you want me to get you anything? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I left. Like, I made little tiny weird attempts like that to talk to them, but after a while I just kind of like got it. I was like, okay, well, they probably don't want to talk to me because I'm ugly or something. But yeah, so we just didn't talk for an entire year, didn't say things, and Blue was like making friends and inviting them over, and I was just alone all the time like a loser. And all I did was draw at my desk literally all the time. And a couple months go by and it's October, and I have been doing the comic for, what is it, like
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
I've been doing it for 4 months already. So I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see someone on there on my explore page, and I'm like, wow, this person looks really cool, I like. So I didn't really think too much of it other than that. And then a few days go by and I keep seeing this person, the same picture on my explore page, and I'm like, okay, well, I opened up my sketchbook and I conceptualized a character, and that night I wrote him into my comic. I introduced him as the new kid at school in the whole comic universe, and that was that. And I named him Owen. And as I said, college for me was really bad. Time goes on and it's not getting any easier, it's actually getting shittier, and I still have not made any friends. The only friend I made first semester, it was this girl in my design class, that called me by the wrong name the entire time. And I never corrected her. Anyway, yeah, so needless to say, Owen was kind of the only person that I connected to, even though he wasn't fucking real, which is really crazy. And it was to the point where I would draw him outside of the comic strips. I would just like draw him on my homework and stuff like that. And I didn't do that with any of my other characters. Just him. And yeah, I just did that because it made me feel better and not feel alone like a freaking loser. And then fast forward to February, I dropped my art courses. And I just, went into general studies because Blue was doing general studies. So I was like, okay, well, I might as well do that because I hate what I'm doing now. So, that's what it's for. So did general studies, and it actually made me feel a lot worse because February I almost bit the dust. I went to the hospital and I stayed at the hospital for 5 days. Not the emergency room or anything. That was like for a few hours, but I went to a mental institution for 5 days, and it was actually amazing. Unironically, it was great because people talked to me. And for the first time in a really long time, I felt not alone. And then when I got back, everything just came back down on me 100 times harder than I thought it would. And I felt more alone than I could have ever imagined. And again, after a while, I realized, hey, I still have Owen. And it's pretty lame and pretty tragic, but I just wanted to give you all a little story about college and how stinky it is. And this is where I'm at now. I'm going back into the art program as soon as I can change my major, which I'll try to do tomorrow because it's 1:30 a.m. right now. And yeah, I'm okay now. I did not tell this story for sympathy or pity or anything, just to give you the most real explanation as to why I love Owen so much. Anyway, I hope you like this drawing. It looks really fucking ugly. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you like this sort of thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeehaw.